Hi there. We are talking today about our math calendar series found at homeschoolnavigator.com. And we are going to show you in 3 different parts how to put your calendar together, how to use your calendar, and how to demonstrate your calendar. So today's video is going to focus on putting your calendar together to use with your child. So if you don't have this book already, you can go to Homeschool Navigator and either digitally download it, or you can order the printed version and it'll come to your home just like this. And it has all the materials that you need in it. The other parts that we'll go on to talk about will be using your calendar that you'll find in this. And then the last part will be demonstrating your calendar, which looks like this. Okay, so let's talk about putting your calendar together. You're all excited. You have gotten this printed off somehow, and you are ready to jump right in to use your math calendar to have some fun with your kids homeschooling this year. And so when you get this, you'll see, you'll have the ideas for it. It tells about different concepts you can introduce with your child. They can be very simple, or they can get pretty extravagant depending on how where your child is at in understanding some of these math concepts. So if you go through this booklet, you'll see questions and conversations to have with your child. For example, for our earliest learners, when they're learning left and right, you might say, when I'm standing here demonstrating the calendar, which side of the calendar am I pointing to? It's just a simple question like that. And then as you move on in skills, you might start asking about questions of fractions, patterns that you notice, all kinds of different ways to use your calendar that's in this booklet. Ways to use the hundreds chart, tens frames, and then here you see the Navigator Calendar Series. What you see here is up on the board. All we've done is simply used our scissors to cut these out and put them up here. So that gives you an overview. So to get started after you have your book, you will need your scissors. You'll need some kind of sticky dots or something to hold these onto a board or wherever you're going to put it. These are those easy up clips. We used Velcro dots. If you can see behind here, they just come off. There's a Velcro dot and a piece of removable there so that we can move these around and add and change as we want to. But that's the basics of this. You also can use tape, this just packing tape, to laminate over it if you want to use it as a wipe-off marker, which I highly recommend. Either going to a office supply shop and getting those laminating pages, or just using the tape and putting over so you can easily wipe off and write on your materials for the next day. So what you're going to want to start doing is getting all of these exciting things cut out and ready to go on your board. You can have your child help you if you want, but we have them all right here, and you just simply cut out the red boxes. We didn't cut out each box inside, if you can see. We just cut around the outer box to put up there. So after you've done that, there's a blank hundreds chart in here. You can begin writing them on here, or however you want to use that hundreds chart. There's all kinds of ideas for you. And then what you want to do is, after you've cut all those pieces out, this becomes your child's calendar book. So don't tear it all apart. What you can do is take out the first part, and your calendar is bound and ready to go right here. And then in this calendar, we have this page, which you're going to want to laminate or put the tape over it so that they can reuse it. This is their working page for the calendar while you are demonstrating, an older sibling is demonstrated, maybe you're in your co-op group and you have your group of students working, you're demonstrating here, and they are able to write on here with a wipe off marker. It is so much fun for kids to use that wipe off marker and eraser. They think it's great. And they're learning at the same time. So here's this, looks like this. You'll see draw and count. You'll see it here. You'll see the tally marks here. They'll see it here. So important to laminate this. And then as you go on, here are the calendar pages for the entire year, all ready to go right here. Now, before we put this together, this is what you can also, we put this together like this, but the calendar, you have it ready to go. But this is what it would look like inside. This is laminated, and they're ready to write on and wipe off. Then they're working with their calendar pages down here, and you can make patterns on it. Like we will demonstrate that with the blue calendar. We'll show you how to use all of that once you get your great calendar put together. So I encourage you to get that ordered and get it ready to go for this coming school year.